Have you ever tried to make somebody accountable? Have you ever had people not do what they say or break their promises or leave you in the lurch? And you like try to hold them to account for the impact, the damage, the inconvenience, the hurt of them not doing what they said. Okay? Hi, I'm Dr. Vitas, and I have got to share with you what happened. It is so exciting. I'm tickled by this one. I feel like, okay, God, you got me on this, okay? And so I encourage you to share, tag, and engage, all right? Because we're about to go in. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in, all right? And so let me tell you what happened. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Venus, Hot Mess Millionaire, and I have been praying and grounding myself in God to literally move from healing, which is ongoing, to being whole, which is a complete state change. It's like going from water to ice, right? And so whenever I take something on, I get new tools. So I got this new fam. I got me this new tool. It's called the Love. I hope you can see it. It's the Love God Greatly Journal. All right. And in it, and I got a new Bible. I'm getting another new Bible. I'm into Bibles. You may be into red bottoms. I'm into Bibles. Anyway, they have this particular way in which you do your devotion. Okay. Hey, Mama, how you doing? And so it's called SOAP. It's where you write the scripture down. You write down some observations. You write down how it applies to you, and then you write a prayer. And it literally slows me down. So I'm not just reading scripture. I am actually mapping it onto my life, right? So today, this morning, as I was doing my thing, me and the Lord was having a conversation, and I was fussing. I was fussing about humanity and how people can just be trifling. And so I was talking to God about a number of different things where people in authority, and specifically whether it's business, whether it's family, whether it's romantic, whether it's family, but people who are in positions of authority, how when they don't do what they say, I try to hold them to account. Now, map this on for yourself. Let me know if this is true for you. When you try to hold someone to account, do you realize what you're really dancing with is an old wound of having been let down? That's what I realized. So I'm trying to hold people to account for things that have happened in the past. Like I had a business person I had hired to do a project, and I was dependent on them to get this project done, right? And they dropped the ball. They didn't make the deadline. I lost the contact, blah, blah, blah. And I was hurt because I really trusted. And it was a black man, him to do what he said. And he came highly referred and everything. And he overpromised, right? And so I kept trying to hold him to account for the lost contact, for the upset, for the money I paid, all the things, right? And he just got more and more resistant and adamant and defensive. I'm like, how you gonna get defensive when you don't want to drop the ball? Anybody, you know what I'm saying? And so when I was talking to God this morning, doing my whole from healed to whole thing, this is what I realized is although I was saying boom, boom, ba, 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 and I was saying you need to be accountable for la, 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 what it really pointed to was I was holding him accountable because no one had ever been accountable for me. They don't understand Jesus. Let me try this one more again. So my birth father was not in my life, right? And he was a street guy. He was a street man, and we love him all, right? Now, he kept me alive, but he didn't stay, right? And one of the things I've been dealing with is seeking someone to be accountable for me. I saw T.D. Jakes do his last Woman Thou Art Loosed and literally pass the baton to his daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts. So that's going from Woman Thou Art Loosed to Woman Evolved. So, and he's literally covering her. He's literally lifting her up. He is accountable for her success. You understand? And that's what it means to be a father. That's what it means to be. I don't know what to say as a man. I don't really know, but that's what I wanted from my father. I wanted him to be accountable for me. I wanted him to protect me. I wanted him to cover me. I wanted him to do what he said so I could be free enough to do what Spirit wants me to do, right? So even though I was talking to this vendor who had dropped the ball and I had lost out on a really awesome opportunity, okay, he wasn't really the problem. I was actually pointing to the lack of someone being accountable for me. So when me and God were doing our thing this morning, this is what I wrote down. And this is from okay, I think I told you my new journal. Very excited about it. Hold on, put my earpiece in again because I got excited. And then I'll break it down. So it says, it's going to read the one piece to you. You are my father and I am your child. I have been trying to make authority, this is important, I want y'all to catch this, authority, experts, men, be accountable for their promises to me. The more I ground in you, check this out, the more I ground in you, my Lord, the more I realize that was idolatry. I hope someone caught that. Do you understand? When I or you or we or us make other people accountable, that literally is idolatry. We're idolizing them as if they are some sort of God. And they're nothing more than flesh and bone. Do you understand? They're just fallible human beings, just like you and I. It's idolatry. All right? I hope this translates. It made so much sense to me. And then so I got the idolatry in, and then I'll put in, so check this out. You are accountable for me. You are my God, my father, but my point is God chose me. So God is accountable for me. No human being can be accountable for me. No human being, no daddy can be, nobody, no one can be accountable. So I don't have to try to hold people to account. That's God's job to hold people to account. Look, karma hits harder than anything I can hit. Do you understand? So what I'm learning as I ground in being whole is that whenever I take my eye off God and put it on something human, that is idolatry. Even if I'm saying it in the positive. Do you understand what I'm pointing to? Let me know if this is making make sense, all right? But it was so profound to me because I realized that we don't traffic in flesh and blood. We traffic in spirit. You see what I'm saying? It's spiritual warfare, ain't flesh and bone, right? And so I just wanted to share. So as I move into wholeness, as I'm being whole, right? Whole, complete, and perfect, and divine, I'm really unwrapping the behaviors that are given by the wounds that keep reoccurring because I haven't gotten to the source. And the source is my father. And I'm really focusing myself on shifting my attachment to my biological father being accountable for me, wanting me, taking care of me, and all those things, to my spiritual father who has always been there. God has been with me all the way. He has never left me, never forsaken me, even when I was on the streets, no matter what, I have never been without God. God would lay on the ground with me. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, as you shift and move from healing to whole, right? You want to start noticing the behaviors that you lose power with when you're forcing outcomes, that's the wounding. You may think of it as getting things fixed, but it's the wounding because it's driven by an older wound. Okay? So anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. This is Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. Thank you for allowing me to share. Thank you for allowing me to share as I move as my Healing to Whole series. I'm going to do a series of these. And remember, you are everything right about being alive. You are God wrapped in flesh. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You are the head and not the tail. You are the righteousness of God. And that's plenty. That's more than enough.